What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As promised, this is going to be the follow-up to the networking video I released a few days ago, where I'm going to be talking about ways in which I've been approached by people who wanted to meet me or contact me, and also on how I've met and built relationships with other people following the approaches I discussed in that video. With that said, if you're new here, my name is Johnny, and on this channel, I share my self-improvement journey so that you can learn from my experience and level up your life. Now, let's get started. You know, it's funny, I'm at a point now in my young YouTube career where I'm starting to get the occasional cold email or cold DM from someone who came across my videos and wants to connect. And it just so happens that last week, I got an email from someone saying that they wanted to work with me. The message stood out because I looked at the sender's address and it wasn't from anyone in my contacts list. So I go ahead and open it up, and it turns out it's from a young college student who has been watching my videos, and he noticed that I do my own edits and my own thumbnails. And he was asking if he could actually do my edits for me in exchange for some mentorship. It genuinely impressed me how well crafted this email was for a few reasons. So first of all, this person did his homework on me because he's been watching my videos and he noticed that I was doing my own edits. And second, he identified that as a weakness, as an area where I could use some improvement, and he had a skill set that could help me out. He offered value in exchange for value, and this is the key point when I talk about relationships that are mutually beneficial. And as you can tell by the higher quality thumbnail and higher quality editing on the previous video, I replied to him, we scheduled a call, got to know each other for a bit, and we're now working together. One key takeaway from this story is that when you're trying to identify an area where you can provide value, you just have to look for something that you can do better than the other person or that can save the other person's time. In this case, he noticed I was doing my own edits, which just so happens that it's not something that I particularly enjoy doing. He's better than me at it, which makes it extremely valuable to me. You don't have to be an expert, you just have to find that one thing that you can take it up a notch and maybe bump it up a level or two. That's really all you have to find. And now for my second story, I'm going to talk about how I connected with my first mentor. In my case, I actually went with the money route to get access to my first mentor. Around end of 2020, early 2021, it was just around the time that I moved to Miami. I was browsing YouTube videos looking for content on Airbnb rentals, and I came across a video from this dude who ran his own business and was actually staying in an Airbnb down here in Miami for the winter time for, like, I think three or 4 months or so. And he was breaking down how he made that move, but from a business perspective. It was a very interesting video, and it caught my attention enough that I started binge watching all of his content. It was all mostly business related. I started watching more and more of his videos, and I really resonated with the message that he was putting out there and the mindset that he was promoting. Now, I really wanted to reach out and connect with this person, but at the time, it was hard for me to find something that I could give in exchange, because keep in mind, this is someone who has his whole life in order, his finances are set, he already has his own business, his own network, his connections, so it was hard for me to find an area where I could directly provide value. So what happened is that I had to pay for access to his coaching calls in order to set up the opportunity to meet him. This happened to come through Patreon because around the same time that I was looking to connect with him, he announced that he was going to be offering Patreon membership to essentially give access to people who wanted to connect with him. And it was a limited number of spots available. And as soon as I saw that opportunity, I just got it. I just booked it and got my seat at the table. Now, over time, we have built more of a relationship, and now there's obviously different areas in which we've been helping each other and we can provide value to each other. Just to give you guys an example, my mentor played a big part in helping me work through and negotiate some of the details when I was getting my second remote job. At its core, you could say this whole relationship started based off a transaction, but you know, money is still money, it has value. But it opened the door and set the foundation for future opportunities along the way. Opportunities that might not have presented themselves had I not paid initially to get myself in that room, so to speak. And since then, I've been way more aggressive about when it comes to investing to join networking groups. I've joined networking groups that have cost me $6,000 just to join. I've paid $300, $500 for consultation calls for, just to talk to entrepreneurs or people that I look up to or have done what I want to do and can provide some sort of guidance. The value in mentors specifically is that they are there to help you find out or learn the things that you don't know. And I want to say this again just because I really want to stress this point. The reason why I don't mind paying someone for access is because mentors help you learn the things you don't know that you don't know. At least that's been my experience so far. And from there, you can leverage your position such that you can then start to provide value in other areas or just pay it forward, maybe to other people. And these are just two examples of many different others that I could have given, but I wanted to pick one of each just to illustrate what's the mindset behind each one. And I want to add, for those of you who are interested, my mentor's channel, his name is Anton Daniels. You can look him up here on YouTube. I will also link it below in the description if you want to check it out. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found some value in these stories. If there's anything you feel, I didn't explain well or you want me to clear up, feel free to leave a comment down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.